I've read a total of 125 books, and these are my 24 favorites. And now I'm gonna rank them, and disclaimer, this was not fun to do. I felt like I was ranking or favoriting my children. Okay, but let's get into it. At number 24, I still love the book, okay? Is King of Greed by Anna Huang. I really like the book. I know many people say it's their least favorite in the King of Sin series, but I really liked it. Next we have The Long Game by Lena Armis. I really liked it. And we have Heartless by Elsie Silver. It's one of my absolute favorites. I just loved the cowboy romance. It was so good. Moving on, we also have Flawless, also by Elsie Silver, which I also just literally loved. Moving on, we have The Deal by Elle Kennedy. It's one of my absolute favorite hockey romances, and I'm not really into hockey romance, but this one, it just did it for me. Next, we have Five Survived. This was absolutely one of the best crime books that I've read this year. It was so good, like Holly Jackson, you never seem to disappoint. Next, we have Once Upon a Broken Heart by Stephanie Garber. Like, I have no words for this book. It was just amazing. Then we have Legendary, also by Stephanie Garber. Absolutely one of my favorites. Loved it so much. Next, I have ranked Powerless by Lauren Roberts. Absolutely one of my favorite books. Like, I talk about this all the time. I never shut up about it. Then we have Carvel. Absolute, oh my god, it's just so good. Like, no explanation. And then again, by Stephanie Garber, we have A Curse for True Love. Next we have Betting on You and Better on the Movies. I can't say which one is better. I just loved both of them. Next we have one of my absolute all-time favorites, Divine Rivals. It was so good. Like, I am convinced everyone has to read this book. It's just so good. Next we have Taming Seven by Chloe Walsh. It was not my favorite in the Boys of Tommen series, but it was still really good because it just didn't feel like the book was about Claire and Gypsy, but I still really liked the book. Next we have one of my all-time favorites, Cold Heart by Lena Kiefer. The disappointing thing is it's only available in German, so as soon as it gets translated into English, you guys have to read it. Next we have my all-time favorite crime and mystery book, The Housemaid. I just really loved it, but there is one more book that I really liked, which was also a crime mystery book, which is in your Stack Mark book. Let's move on. Next we have Finale. It was absolutely my favorite book in the Carvel series by Stephanie Garber. It was just so good. I love Tella and Legends. I feel like they're so underrated. No hate to Scarlett and Julian, I love them so much, but I'm Legend girly forever. Moving on with my absolute favorite crime and mystery book, The Naturals. I just read this December and it was so good. I upped the whole series and it made me buy all the other books by Jennifer Lynn Barnes, as in like the Inheritance Games, and I'm so excited to read those books. Next I have The Way I Used to Be. I remember reading this in literally one sitting, one day. It was so good. I cried so much. I still think about this every single day, and I still think about Eden's story. I love this girl so much. This book, you have to read it. And next we have The Ballad of Never After by Stephanie Garber. This is definitely my favorite book by her. It was just so good. The tension between them, the ending. What? It was just so good. And my top 4 is all from one series, which is the Boys of Tommen series. I cannot rank these. I just know that Taming 7 is not my favorite, but these 4, they're my babies. I will not rank them from best to worst. I can't do that. Just, you have to read them. No other words. Okay, so these were my top 24 books of the year 2024. Thank you guys all so much for watching. I hope you guys have a great new year.